All right, we're back with the Politics and Prepper podcast here at TalkShoe.com, Saturday nights, 10 o'clock Central Time, and having a little difficulty with the technical difficulties. So I don't even know if I'm being able to add anybody into the call tonight, and it might even be a short call, so we'll see what happens. I went out today, finally got a chance to go shooting my new Kel-Tec Sub 2000. It's not done yet, but I wanted to go out and get the new sight that I replaced, put in there, and it was an upgrade. So took it out, did it, sighted it in, and I also had some ammo that I reloaded that I wanted to try out. Now I like to reload, but 9mm is not. You could probably buy it just as cheap as you can reload it for the most part. But I already had a lot of, I had gunpowder, I had primers, I had brass. So all I had to do is buy the projectiles. I got some at one of the guys from the gun show that lives not too far from here. And I tried out, I'm shooting a 9mm pistol, and I'm also shooting this 9mm Kel-Tec Sub 2000, and I wanted to try out some different ammo I wanted to try them on both guns and try to find a balance between and find what I liked. Tried different charges, different gunpowder, different weights, 115s, grain, 140, 125, was it 124 grain, and I wanted to try those out. It took me about an hour to get the guns sighted in right, both of them, try out several different rounds, and I finally came up with one I think works well. And one thing I didn't do was I didn't try any long-range shooting with it, and I think I'm going to have to go to a lighter grain projectile for longer range shooting, but that's going to be really another test in itself for now. I got really what I wanted for now, and I'm going to try a few different types, work it out and see just how far that gun can shoot, and me feel comfortable with how it performs. So I'll update y'all on that when I get to that point. But that's probably going to be a ways down the road, because now that I got this done, I've got a lot of reloading to do in the one I found that I like today. Get that done and out of the way, and start on whatever the next new project is. And I think that's probably going to be a wind generator project. No, Jim's not here tonight. We were discussing, maybe possibly a situation happening where a bicycle might be more preferable to getting out than walking or a vehicle of some kind. So he's got a bicycle, and I took him one of my old ones over there. It's a little mountain bike, and he's going to tear it down and make a little trailer to go behind the bicycle. And I also suggested that he may try to find some way to be able to attach it to a belt or something, and be able to carry stuff in it instead of on his back, because he's got some physical problems that it might work better for him. So he's going to try that too, I think, and then go out and try it out and see just how well it works. We might talk about that later. Just kind of depends on how it turns out, how he feels about whether it works or not. Like I said, we might discuss that. I do. Well, I don't. I forgot what I was going to say. It's a lot easier to do this when there's other people here to talk to, but I noticed, this is back over to politics now, at the embassy there was killing this week, and this is all over the news. And of course, they're trying to Obama and his crew and the left-wing liberal nutcases out there are trying to say it was about a movie, which I think anybody that actually follows the story and doesn't just sit there and listen to the liberals, the liberal news, that's not what it was about. They were even chanting at, there were several embassies too, and I don't know which embassy it was. Whether it was, I don't know which embassy it was, but there was other protests and stuff going on, and they weren't talking about the movie. They weren't chanting anything about it. They were They were yelling, "Hey!" Now I forgot his name. Obama's been bragging about he got rid of the terrorist. I'm so terrible at names. I can't remember his name now. Hopefully y'all remember it. Maybe I'll come up with it in a minute. But Osama bin Laden, they were chanting, "We're all Osama. We're all bin Laden." One of the, and how could it be about the movie if they're chanting something totally different? And it's Obama's fault for going around bragging about it. He killed him. Well, he didn't kill him anyway. He may have given an order, but he didn't do the killing. And he's going around bragging about it. And what did he expect? Is he just an idiot? Did he want something bad to happen, or is he just an idiot? I don't think he's an idiot, so what's left? But he's not a genius at this job either, so it's kind of hard to tell what was going on. But of course, the media got a hold of it, and they want to help him, so they're trying to say it's a movie. And now they're chanting about the movie, but they knew when they started saying it was the movie that it would pick up, because it's just another thing for them to get mad about. Well, it's just ridiculous. I don't know how far it's going to go, but I think it's going to lead to more problems, more people dying. There's already been enough. And, I don't say I'm an expert on foreign policy or the way other religions or other groups of people think. But to me, really, you're going to go out and kill people over something somebody put in a movie? You're going to go kill somebody that doesn't have anything to do with it? Are they really that kind of people? I just, maybe I just believe in the best of people too much, but I do know there's some people out there that don't care about life. It doesn't make a difference to them as long as they get what they want. So, maybe it's possible. I don't know where to go with that. I think maybe we'll follow it a little bit more and see what's going on. And there's something else. Just in case, I'm having technical difficulties. It seems to be okay right now. But, in fact, I better click on this button here real quick. But anyway, in case things go bad, I wanted to get this one out there. In case technical difficulties get too bad, I want to get some more stuff out there. I saw the pilot to NBC's new show that's coming out Monday. It's either 8 or 9 o'clock. Well, I guess, 10 o'clock on the Eastern Seaboard, and I think it's 9 o'clock Central, called Revolution. I saw the pilot the other day, and I even posted on it on the bestbugoutbagcontent.com, my survival site. And I think it's going to be a good show. and we'll see where they go with it. But I was watching it, and then, I don't like NBC, I don't like ABC or CBS, but I got turned on to this show, and I watched it, and then I started thinking, well, what's NBC up to? We know they're greedy, so maybe it's just they found this thing and thought it would be a good movie, and people would like it, and they can make some money off of it. But with this type of show, where it's basically about what will happen when things shut down. At the beginning of the show, there's some rushing around, and guy comes in the house and tells his wife to fill the bathtubs up with water, get water and everything, because everything's going to shut down. And for some reason, he knows that it's going to, and he realizes it, which we don't know what's going on there yet. It's just a pilot, so they're not given, we got to find out. And I think that's going to be part of the show, going through it for a while before we find out what happened. And everything goes out. Batteries, motors, electricity, everything. Planes falling from the sky, lights going on in the cars, everybody stuck on the highways. No computers, no TV, no radio, no nothing. Well, that's the beginning of the show, and there's not much to that. And they jump 15 years in the future, and that's really where the show starts. Well, 15 years in the future, the daughter, the son, and the husband are still alive, and that's where the story is going. And then the wife had died. And they're gardening, living like, people would have lived before technology. No cars. People are walking, riding horses, Of course, I didn't see any bicycles. Not yet. And that was one of the guys at work got turned around to it. He was talking about, well, where's the bicycles? Don't you think it would be kind of common sense to be bicycles? And we didn't see any bicycles. Well, we'll see. We'll see what's going on. And then he also was, well, in fact, I better not talk. I don't want to ruin the rest of it. There's some other stuff in there. I think we'll talk about it later, maybe next Saturday after the premiere opens up. But the point of the show is I like it, and I wanted to see where NBC is going with it, and I think I know what NBC is doing. Is in the movie, the militia is the bad guys. The government is falling apart, and the militia is the bad guys. Well, we know that those in power that want to take over and think we're idiots and that we're not smart enough to run our own lives, and they think they are. Well, militias are what won the freedom of this country in the first place. And they're always there. If something goes bad, it can be organized to defend our freedoms and our liberties. And they know that, and they don't like that fact. So they try to make the militias look bad. And they've done it in the past, and they're going to keep doing it. And I bet you that NBC, as the show progresses, isn't going to have anything good coming from the militia. Possibly, an individual here or there that's in the militia might end up being, not so bad or something. We'll find that out. But what I would like is to get y'all's comments on the show after y'all see it. So if you download the show and you listen on a regular basis or anything, then you decide to watch the show. If you're going to watch a football game or something, then, DVR it or something. But I wouldn't watch the pilot because I missed it. I went and watched it on the NBC website, which I think was NBC.com/revolution. And they had the pilot there. That's where I watched it. But I'm gonna start doing little updates on it. Probably make some comments every week about it. Maybe comment about the different things I see, my opinion on, like what I just did, what's NBC trying to do, what kind of agenda is the show going to try to push. I think I've already explained one, and, it is my belief, maybe, as the show progresses, it won't be so much that, but I bet it will be. And I'm sure I can find some other things in there. Of course, I don't know what they're thinking, but then they show you can't have guns. Guns are a hanging offense. Well, of course, the bad guys have guns, that's one of our arguments all the time. The bad guys don't care about the law, and if they take guns away, you can't defend yourself. And if everybody in this one would have had a gun, I think the show wouldn't have gone the way it was. But if it was something in real life, then whoever, you wouldn't be able to defend yourself. Well, of course, in the show, you kind of have to do that, I guess. I don't know. Because, where would the show go if certain things happened and they got to defend themselves? But anyway, please join in and come by and let me know what you think. I'd like to hear what other people are thinking. Maybe they'll miss something that might be interesting discussion. And I made some comments on NBC and on the blog. And I also put the video, a video up there. And, well, was it that or a different? I did a different post, and I can't remember if I put a video up on that one or not. But stop by and check it out and, make some comments. Love to have some participation there. I think it's going to end up being a pretty good show, even though it is NBC. If it's as good as down the road as what it starts out to be, I think it might be a decent show, which I hate saying that NBC might be doing something right. But then it could just be a project for them to push an agenda. But we can make fun of them for that, too. If they're trying to push an agenda and we get enough stuff out there about pointing out what they're trying to do, maybe we can kind of combat that, too. And that's part of what I'm doing. And it sounds like I'm starting to have some problems here. Hopefully we'll get past that. Now, I guess I'm not going to be able to add anybody into the call, which is really, I hate that when I have technical difficulties, but, it doesn't happen real often. So I guess I can't complain too much. I did another, remember we were back on TV again. The Doomsday Preppers was a show there for a while, and people liked it. Even though I think the network went out of their way to make these people look goofy as heck, it might have been the only kind of people they've got to be able to be on the show, because really, who's in their right mind is going to be going around telling people on the TV that they got all this stuff? I mean, even if they don't say where you're from, people are going to see you and know you. And then they'll know where, it won't take too much to figure out, where you're at and how to come get the stuff if problems do happen. Especially with some of these people that they got food to last for years for a lot of people. That's going to draw people in like flies if things go bad. And it won't take that many people to figure out, I know where they live. Let's go see if we can get some help. And the next thing you know, the whole family's showing up, and then all the friends of the family are showing up, and you can't help everybody. That'll cause problems. So to me, I wouldn't be on one of those shows. I don't want to be on TV anyway. A lot of people just do just about anything to get on TV, which who cares? So anyway, the question was, I was noticing a lot of people were asking, is the show coming back or not? So I went out and I tried to find out, and I can't find out. There's people saying yes, it's going to be back. People saying no, that's not going to be back. They're saying they already filmed some more. They said they were looking for some more people to be on it. Maybe they couldn't find more. There's just so much stuff out there. I have no clue if it's going to be back. I would like it to come back. And I did a post on that, and I talked about it. But, short post. If anybody knows, heard anything, maybe stop by and, leave in the comments there. Maybe you've heard something I haven't heard, and if you did, I'll update the post and put the information up. Well, difficulties here. I don't know. Come on. All right. Well, I'm starting to have these difficulties. I'm going to see if I can get the end of this show done real quick, because I don't think it's going to last much longer. So this is... All right, let's try that again. It went out. This is Politics and Prepper Podcast, Saturday night, 10 o'clock Central Time. Hopefully next week I won't have the difficulties here and do a little bit better show. At least I got some of it done. So stop by the bestbugoutbagcontent.com. Well, hopefully that got that in. And, spend some time on there. Give me some comments. Let me know what you think about the site. It doesn't cost anything to stop by, and it'll help promote the site. I love to hear people's comments, questions, stuff. So, stop by and stop by here sometime. Join the call. Unless you're a liberal, we don't really want to hear you. Got nothing worth listening to anyway. So good night.